What's up, my people? What's up? 360 Alchemist, School of Enlightenment and Darkness, where you are the teacher and student. Here go my book, y'all. This is my book, Our Demons. I'm going to go ahead and read a couple pages from it. I've never done this on this class. I'm going to read some of my book. Shout out to Isis for giving me this idea right here. But yeah, we're going to actually go through my book and we're going to read from my documents. Alright, this is my book, Our Demons by yours truly, 360 The Alchemist. Beyond the Occult, this book unveils uncanny parallels between the divine feminine energy and demons. Okay, so let me open this up and we're going to actually take a look at my book. And we'll just read a couple chapters of it and all this. Females are the moons that take energy. Men are suns. We are electric. I rocks with you. Alright. So, I'm going to start with the forward. And then we just going to see. And I started with a quote for the forward. It says, an apology for the devil. It must be remembered that we have heard only one side of the case. God has written all of the other. In today's culture, we often resort to words like dark side, negative energy, and evil to describe the wicked, the hideous, and the ugly. We label those we dislike or who don't like us as demons, witches, or snakes. Conversely, individuals who support and assist us become symbols of angels and saviors. Alright, our collective psyche has drawn a distinct line in the sand between darkness and light, beauty and the beast, good and evil. However, what happens when you become the one that's demonized? Alright, as a black man in America, I have experienced walking into stores with a smile only to be accused of theft, despite my good intentions, solely because of my dark skin. Simultaneously, the CEO of that very company makes 400 times more than the average worker will be greeted with adoration upon entering the same store. Okay? I could hear it now. Hello, Mr. Thompson. We are honored by your presence. They would remember this name, but my minds will be forgotten and I'll be treated as if I lack basic dignity. It seems, okay, and then the tissue must be itself cleverage to wipe such an elite act. So what I'm saying right here is, I walked into a store and got demonized just because of how I looked and was accused of stealing. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the CEO, if they walk into that store, they're stealing from everybody. They make 400 times more than the average worker. They can give out, the dude from Amazon can give everybody a $100,000 bonus and still have as much wealth as he did before the coronavirus started. So the CEO is the true aspect of the thief. Okay? This is a result of uniformity and collaboration among institutions that perpetuate a sheep-like mentality among the masses, conforming to elitism. It fosters an inclination to revere those with hierarchical titles while overlooking or demeaning those with lower status or no titles at all. CEOs becomes angels, gods, and beings of light, while individuals like me with dark skin are unfairly stigmatized as devils and demons. And all I'm saying is right here, through the aspects of the institution, through the perspectives of through the perspectives of us having to respect people with hierarchical titles. People that get these titles are automatically assumed to be good. The people with no titles, we judge them and be like, oh, you're not this, you're this. So it's the institution that has created this mind state of these hierarchical titles and who's this and who's that. And depending upon your title, you are automatically judged by that. Okay? This is my book, y'all, Our Demons, by 360 The Alchemist, okay? And I'm just reading the forward right now. I might get into the chapter 1, chapter 2. We're going to see how this goes. This book aims to present its content in a straightforward manner. One second, y'all. Okay, anyways, this book aims to present its content in a straightforward manner, focusing on the analysis of the dark side of demons and the unraveling of their secrets. Additionally, it will act as a mirror reflecting the intentions of those who have bestowed these doom-laden titles upon their perceived targets. To begin our quest, we must first delve into the definition of a demon and explore its origins. As we embark on this fantastical journey into the darkness, our ultimate goal is to uncover the illuminating truth. We wonder if the answer lies within our consciousness. What doors will these keys unlock? Okay, so as we start to take this journey, and this is how knowledge works, we're going to have to step into the darkness. What is the darkness? The darkness is the unknown. What does the demon come from? The dark side, exactly. It's the unknown, guys. It's the things that are unknown. Okay? Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm about to come in swinging on them. And then we're going to go into this chapter 1. I'm going to show y'all the list real quick. See what I'm saying? Chapter 4. Chapter 1, King James Bible. We got the birth of the demons. We got the snake. We got the Inquisition. We got the matriarchs. The eons of Horus, eons of Mayat, and the final truth. Okay? So this is the table of contents for my book, Our Demons by 360 The Alchemist. We in here, okay? Let's go into chapter 1 and see what we've got. Okay, and that is King James in the Bible of Demonology. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got here as far as our knowledge. 360 Alchemist, School of Enlightenment and Darkness, where you are the teacher and student, church+of+on+bro+nem. All right, let's go. In the previous chapter, I recounted the incident when I entered the store and was unfairly accused of stealing, which left me deeply affected by the experience as it hinted at underlying trauma. Despite my friendly demeanor and greetings, I found myself stereotyped as a thief due to the absence of any notable title associated with me in that consumer institution. Consequently, my identity, represented by my skin color, was immediately linked to criminality. Okay, and if you're gonna start looking at things, every time there was an Indo-Aryan invasion, the darker skinned inhabitants, their spirituality systems get demonized. If France invades Haiti, or a Christian state invades Haiti, their voodoo becomes demonized. If I invade Yoruba, West Africa, and I give you Christianity, you are now a paganism. Whatever you believe in becomes paganism, and that becomes the word demon. Okay? Daimon comes from the Greek word, demon comes from the Greek word daimon, which actually means higher self that could be used for good or evil. It was perverted after the invasion of Christianity and emerging with the state through Constantine. That's where you get the word demon from. It didn't exist before that. Okay, that's like going to somebody, that's like me going all the way to Australia and they call a banana a kalika or something. I say, no, this is a banana. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say that my understanding of how you perceive your world is more important. And that's Christianity in a nutshell. Like literally, that's Christianity. You know? What I'm doing is better than yours. My God's better than yours. Okay? Anyways. In the previous chapter, blah, 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 blah. Fortunately, I confronted them with intellectual prowess, invoking the principles of Mayat, truth and justice, and received apologies from the entire staff before leaving the establishment. And everybody know Mayat equals truth and justice. That's the eon of the daughter. This is in my book as well. I'm not going to get too far in that. Actually I am. Mayat is an ancient Egyptian concept that embodies the principles of truth, justice, and cosmic balance, represented by the goddess Mayat. It was believed that the universe maintained its order and harmony through adherence to these fundamental principles. Justice and truth were considerably inseparable aspects of Mayat, as one could not exist without the other. The concept of Mayat was foundational to its functioning of the Egyptian society and the legitimacy of its rulers. Pharaohs were expected to uphold Mayat as part of their divine mandate to govern, justify, and maintain cosmic harmony. Alright, but anyways, that's just some breakdowns of Mayat so you guys understand have a better, understanding of it, alright? But anyway, let's go back to the store. Suppose a store decides to involve the authorities without any evidence of theft, relying solely on imagination and the coerced confessions. In this dark hypothetical tale, I am taken to the police station. Instead of receiving leniency for cooperation, I am subjected to harrowing torture. They subject me to sleep deprivation. S me with a rope, I can't say that word, around my neck, and force me to wear a device called a Scold's rifle. A painful contraction demonstrated in figure 1.2 below. Okay, and it's just a mask that comes on. I got a picture in my book. It's a mask with spikes that comes through the mouth every time we talk. The Scold's bridle was applied to the offender's head and is secured in place. In this nightmarish device, one's ability to eat or sleep was restrained, and any movement on the mouth, wrist, slicing the tongue and jaws with menacing iron spikes. Now picture them using this torment to force a confession from me or the alleged crime. The mere promising of ending the torture coerces me to admit to stealing everything, even revealing my stash of stolen chips. And the cause and then causing for countless gas station heists over the years. So I'm being funny right here that, okay, if they really did do this to me, right, and took me downtown and said you stole and made me wear this mask, at some point you're gonna break us just for to stop. You're gonna say I did everything. I even did more than what you said. Okay. Desperate to escape the excruciating pain, I go further, providing additional names of supposed accomplices in my thieving endeavors. In this imagined realm, my coerced confession results in sentencing to a gruesome burning at the stake, alongside my supposed conspirators. Remember, this is fictional, or is it? Ironically, this harrowing scenario once manifested in reality during the 1590s, where King James, known for revising the most popular version of the Bible and holding a prominent role in the world's most widespread religion, was suspected of endorsing T devices, that same device, particularly used against women. He even deemed it a noble undertaking. Notably, before this involvement in the King James Bible, he authored a book on demonology in which he portrayed women as witches in league with the devil and advocated for the ruthless handling and interrogation, mostly involving and death around 1597. So what am I talking about right now? I am talking about that book of demonology, guys, isn't a book of demons, guys. It's a book of how to handle witches during conspirators and stuff like that. And every woman was said to be working closely with the devil. So this book, once again, let's go to the title of the book, guys. Really quick here. Are demons demons? Because our first clue that there's any type of demon or anything, my friend, is a book about women being unalive in T. The book Demonology, that was, and the same person that revised the King James Bible wrote the Demonology book and said it's okay to T in unalive women because they are working closely with the what? The devil. Are demons demons, or are demons just feminine energy suppressed by the matriarch, suppressed by the patriarchal rules of today? Are demons demons? Okay. Anyways, figure 1.1 sheds light on the primary witch trials, igniting the flames of the Inquisition, where women's bodies became involuntary victims of stake fires, known as the North Berwick trials of Scotland, where a series of infamous witch trials that took place between 1590 and 1592 in the town of North Berwick. Okay? These trials were among the most significant and brutal witch hunts in Scottish history. King James of Scotland, later King James of England, played a prominent role in these trials as he was convinced of the reality of witchcraft and actively participated in the proceedings. The king's strong beliefs in the existence of witch and his fascination with the occult was influenced by his interest in the supernatural and the publication of a book titled Demonology. In this book, King James discussed the nature of witchcraft, the association of women with the devil, and the methods to identify and punish suspected witches. The North Berwick trials and the publication of Demonology contributed to the proliferation of the witch hunts and persecutions throughout Scotland and England, leaving a dark mark on the history of the region. These events formed the foundation of K. James, Not My King's book on demonology, centered on the torture of these women. Now let's reflect on the prevalent theme of women being considered the main conspirators of evil. Why wasn't there a wizard hunt? Why were women tortured to admit crimes related to devilry? Today, the methods employed to obtain confessions will be considered as cruel as the devil himself. Okay? So, how they gonna say these women are the demons and the devils, but what you're using to get them to say that they're the demons and is of cruelty itself. Extreme cruelty. The first person in the North Berwick trials was kept up for days, not fed and teed until she admitted that she was a witch. So I'm going to ask again the question, are demons demons? This is a flash sale. Anybody that wants this book, I can send it directly to your email or your TikTok in a link. This book today is only going to be $5, guys. All right. Anybody that donates over $10, you'll get 500 books extra. Just because. Don't tell them. We only going to do this today. But yeah, so $10 will get you this book plus 500 other books. All right. This book is titled Our Demons, Demons. This is my book. And then the other books I will send you, you can cross-reference it with this book. It's the Library of My Yacht. It has over 500 books in it. Anybody interested, 360 The Alchemist on Cash App, okay? Now, let's, the witch hunts alone, pursuit of the name of spreading Christianity resulted in a staggering death toll of over 10,000 women. Ironically, a God claiming love for the world appears to endorse spilling women's blood as a way of demonstrating that love. This appears to be a fanatical superstition, okay? Fueled by speculation and manipulation, rooted deep in the collective psyche of the people, spreading terror in the name of a tyrannical God who supposedly loves them. K. James, the same individual responsible for writing the world's most popular Bible, also authored the book of Demonology, praising the noble act of witch hunting. Alright? So, that whole first chapter is a representation of your misconstruction of what's good and what's bad, guys. You've been tricked. I don't know how to tell you guys. You've been duped, alright? I don't know how to tell you this. The same people, the one, whoever's pointing, whoever smelt it dealt it. Like whoever's pointing the finger for are always pointing back at you. So the people that are saying these people are demons, these people are that, these people are this, those are the ones that's doing bad. The only difference is now that we are in the Eon of My Yacht, you have people like me that's like, actually it's the other fucking way around. And here's the truth about everything. Okay? And here's the truth about everything. On brothers and them. Let me break something down to y'all. Let's get into some other, let's cross-reference my book with some other books just because we can do that. Alright, let's cross-reference my book with another book, alright? We're gonna go into Kenneth Grant's Cults of the Shadows. And we're gonna talk about some deep stuff, alright? Give me 1 second while I find this page. I believe it's like on 35 or 36. Boom. Check this out. Let me tell y'all something about Christianity real quick. Cults of the Shadows by Kenneth Grant. He's one of the books you would get for your donation today. But in Egypt itself, the patriarchal tradition with this emphasis on the male principle developed into the cult of the Trinity, which consisted of the father, the mother, and the child. The later Christian version, which suppressed the feminine component, established an absolute patriarchate that distorted the entire mystery tradition and led to the infection of civilization within the unbalanced creed and total masculine authority, and the abolition of all that pertained to the female elements in nature. They took the ancient mystery systems that had the mother in it and turned it into demonology and Bibles where, you know what I'm saying, all the women are evil Jezebels and all of that. Your girl looks back, turns to, every woman is either completely compliant or they're just bad women. Do you understand that they took all of the feminine principles out of the actual mystery systems and applied it to Christianity, and now we are looking at an unbalanced authority of a patriarchate? You feel what I'm saying? You're welcome. I mean, if you really want to thank me, 360 The Alchemist on Cash App on bro. $10 to get you my book and plus 500 other books on brothers. All right, but anyways, look, if you really want to thank the kid. But anyways, yeah, guys, this is not real, okay? This is an unbalanced thing. Now, what did they just say? That's no. Now we're about to cross-reference this to our third book. We could just. What you're going to understand is when you start stepping into the knowledge, everything is connected. Separation is an illusion, okay? Now we're about to step into our third book, and this is how easy it is to cross-reference multiple books. We can go into the book Victor Schauberger's Living Energies by Caleb Coates, and the last part of Cults of the Shadows, it says, and the abolition of all that pertain to the female element in nature. What do they mean by the female element in nature? Do y'all know what that means? Okay, let me show you something real quick, y'all. Let me really put y'all on game. I accidentally picked the Victor Schauberger book, that's one. Let me show y'all something. This is the Dogon tribe right here from the Mali tribe of thousands of years ago. You see that spiral thing they wrote on their caves? That's supposed to be a representation of creation. If you go to the Victor Schauberger, Caleb Coates Living Energy books, and you go to the actual title, my friend, what you are going to see is this creation story that they made thousands of years ago with that same spiral is also evident right there. That's the Fibonacci spiral. That's the golden flower. That's your golden ratio. That's the saying that everything fits into this nature on the intricacies of the spiral. Now, when it comes to the female elements of nature in the spiral, what in the world? This is where you're gonna go. You're gonna burn on my brothers and them. Well, let me burn then, on bro. Then let me burn on bro. Then I'll make sure I bring a white owl with me on bro. I'll make sure I bring a honey Dutch with me on brothers and them, because I'm gonna need a lighter on bro. Because I'm gonna need a lighter on bro. Because this is ridiculous. They took all of the female principles out of nature. She always appears to select a spiral form of movement and its vertical derivatives, which are represented in both the macrosms and in this place the microsm. The female nature, the aspects of the spiral, which are evident in all parts of our human nature. Spiral. The same Fibonacci thing that they wrote thousands of years ago in the Dogon is the same thing that's evident in all the aspects of nature, and they're just finding this out. Okay? This is your sacred geometry, your golden ratios, your sacred flowers, sacred geometry, and all that crazy stuff. The aspects of the spiral. Oh, brothers, you're missing a whole mother energy. And that's why, when it comes to my book, Our Demons, Demons, the whole book is about the aspects of feminine energy being made evil. Okay? Do y'all want me to keep going? Because I will really let's just keep going. We started with my book, but I don't like staying on my book all day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the idea. But let's go even deeper with this. All right, and if we get a donation here in the next 10 minutes, I'll keep this really moving like that. But if not, we're gonna slide up out of here, on brothers, and then we're gonna slide up out of here. I ain't gonna hold you guys. I've done this enough, on brothers and them. I've done this enough to know. Page 45. See, now I'm about to really go crazy. I keep telling y'all, everything of the feminine energy has been made evil. But let's just go a little bit further, just in case y'all don't believe me. Boom. When we see the worldwide occurrence of the goddess and her serpent, and then recall the ancient African black goddess. Okay? When we see the worldwide in the ancient African black goddess, the black witch image with the snake in her belly, we can see the profound power as well as universality of this cosmological symbol, its range of endurance in the human mind. And we begin to see why the upstart patriarchal religions base themselves on the utter destruction of the goddess serpent, pictured by the Babylonians as primordial chaos. An image picked up later by the Hebrews and used in the biblical Genesis, where Eve linked with the serpents become the symbols of ontological evil. Among patriarchal Hebrews, the serpent was portrayed as Samuel, the brother of the evil first woman Lilith. When Old Testament reformers like Hezekiah went around destroying brazen serpents, cold images made of brass as pagan abominations, what they really were doing was attacking the primordial goddess. Okay? And religion, followed by all of their neighbors. The Hebrew patriarchs tried to destroy the world's original, most widespread and enduring religion by branding it as evil and by portraying the mother goddess and her magic snake lover as the source not of all life but of all wickedness, hated and condemned by the new tribal god Yahweh to the degree that they were historically successful in this attempt. Western biblicized people have lost their original concept and memory of what the goddess and her serpent really meant to all people and of all kind. The snake was made evil because it's a representation of feminine energy. If you really want to get deep, a snake does not have to see its prey. It feels the temperature of the room to make an image of the prey before it attacks. A woman utilizes intuition to feel what's going on in the room without seeing it, and then creates an image off of the feeling. That is intuition. It has no sense in the intellect and rational of the right brain, the left brain. It's the right brain of the intuition, the snake-like energy. You see the kundalini, you see the snake on the staff of the medical thing. Snakes have been everywhere in all the creation stories when it comes to the matriarch. As soon as it switches to the patriarch's creation story, the snake is made evil. It's made a serpent. Y'all better pay attention, on brothers and them. They are demonizing parts of you, more necessarily the divine feminine part of you. That's evident in all men and women, not just women. Men have divine feminine as well, on brothers and them. No one just created. Let me not get too worked up here. Look, let me calm down. Look. I'm yelling at y'all. Let me calm down, brothers. Look, y'all didn't do anything to me, y'all. Y'all didn't do nothing to me, y'all, bro. All right, do y'all want me to keep going with the snake thing? Okay, the mystery of earthly life as its origins and waters, its oceans, deep lakes, and shallow pools, cave grottos, streams, and rivers, as the sea-like pulse that tastes the blood. Before a child is born, water flows out of the ruptured womb ocean within the mother. The very ancient bird-clawed and horned goddess was born in the womb of the mythical water. So here's another thing. All your goddesses with horns. Horns are a representation of fertility. Okay, the horns are the bulls and everything that grazes on the pastures. You need an aspect of fertility to keep these things going. Why does the devil have horns? Come on, bro. It's a feminine matriarchal energy worship. On brothers in them. On brethren is in them. Like, matter of fact, I'm going to teach y'all better than I can preach y'all on, bro. Let's open up our Bibles of the Cosmic Mother. Anybody that wants this book, I have this book as well. We just went through Victor Schauberger Living Energy. We just went through the Cosmic Mother. This is a must-have. If you didn't get any book out of the 500 books I send you, this is the one you read. It's an easy read. You can always go back to it. And like I said, it's an easy read. Like, who doesn't want an easy read? Okay, come on, bro. Brothers. All right, anyways, let me go ahead and smack y'all over the head real quick. I just donated. Shout out to my big homie. Just for that, bro, I'm giving you 1,000 books. I'll never tell people this. The first person to donate always gets 1,000 books. On brother, now I'm sending you everything. If you didn't leave I forgot this part. If you didn't leave your email, my brother, in the notes or your TikTok name, DM me your email or your TikTok so I can send that. DM me on TikTok so I can send that to you. Because once I get off of here, it's hard to find y'all. So wife2SSG gets everything, oh brother. Like, gets everything, okay? Just because the knowledge is running so deep, they can tell there's something that needs to be known. So, all right. And then y'all keep the school going. I get to actually like study more. The more y'all donate, the more I get to study. Y'all got to remember, I'm 6 months in. I've done so many holographic universes, quantum physics, quantum mechanics, the construction of the patriarch, the raising of the feminine energy. I've done so many different lectures. I have to study. Okay? Alright, so let's get into this. Let's put our money where our mouths is, guys. Let's go over to your beloved 6-point star, all that stuff. And I'm about to tear y'all off one ugly. Brothers. Boop, boop, ba-doom. In ancient Samaria, sheepfold also meant vulva. Oh my goodness. Don't they always talk about be the sheep, the shepherds? That's a feminine principle. It means vulva. In Samaria, in Near Eastern myths and customs, the shepherd king was consecrated in a sacred marriage to the queen of heaven, Inanna Ishtar. Under the eroticized veils of the beautiful young queen was the primordial great mother of the fruitful Neolithic garden. As Thompson points out, of the shepherd king, Dumsey ensures the prosperity of the people by being a good lover to the goddess Inanna. Okay? Who else was the shepherd king? Does anybody know? The kid that started the king of David. The biblical King David was also a sacred shepherd. He honored the feminine energy. That's why his book is all completely different from the rest of the Bible. He got the only book with poems in it. They singing it. Bros, you know, because when you know, have you seen ladies, man, these days? Have you seen the ladies, man? Like, have you smelt the ladies, man? Bro. Have you smelt the ladies, man? It smells good. Voice is cool. And hey, how you doing? Hey, what's good with you? So what you got going today? I heard somebody make laundry sound cool. Hey, look, check this out. I'm about to come over there and do my little laundry. We're going to sit back and watch catch a little flick or something. And then, you know, we're going to see what, oh, damn. Oh, brothers still applying pressure in the game. Oh, brothers. But it's about honoring the feminine energy. Because if you're a ladies, man, you know you have to honor the lady. You know what I'm saying? No one's like calling the ladies bees and cussing them. You have to be nice to her. You probably buying her stuff. You got her smelling good. You smell good. Y'all look good together. Yay. But anyways, His sensual and aesthetic songs of earthly love, so untypical of the Bible, derived from the ancient love rites of the shepherd king and the goddess. Her Canaanite names were Asherah, Astarte, and Astoreth. Those are moon goddesses, guys. The settled people of the Old Testament, like everyone else in the Near East, practiced goddess worship. The settled people of the Old Testament practiced goddess worship. Why do you think Moses was so mad when he came down off Mount Sinai, which actually means, I'm about to really blow y'all away with that one. I forgot where it's at, but I'm going to find it. I'm not even going to say that yet. But anyways, they're doing a calf. Guys, the calf is the cow. The cow is the mother, because the cow does what? It gives milk. What does a mother do? It gives milk. What does this great earth looks at? As something that nurses us and gives us life. So they revered the aspects of the cow and the calf, the golden calf, on brothers and them. They respected it because it was of the mother energy. That's why it was made evil. Baal, this little owl guy they talking about, that's super evil. Baal, when you break down the etymology, it means mistress, it means wife. All of these demons and devils they've given you are suppressed feminine energies from the dark side. On brothers and them. And guess who I am? Darth Vader, on bro them. Luke, I am your father. Stop playing. I'm about to pull my lightsaber out on brothers and them. The lightsaber of knowledge, the lightsaber of truth on brothers and them, and get the slashing and bashing. Bro, the whole movie Star Wars was like the truth backwards, brothers, on bro them. Because they found out the Jedis was hiding a whole bunch of secrets and was actually bad. It made Luke turn in, like the dude that turned, they show the older stories of what made him turn into that. His whole family was unalive. They find out that the Jedis could have stopped stuff, but they don't. Man, don't make me pull it up. I'm going to have to find, yep, here we go right here. Baal, and maybe I said it wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. Baal is one of the gods. Say this so drastically in the biblical Hebrews. Baal is Lord. Yes, I said it right. Balatis means mistress and fair one. And this goddess was directly related to the Bel of the witches, Bellatime, in pagan Europe. Whatever the Old Testament prophets had to say about these heathen idols, we must take very large grains of salt, remembering that the prophets were the leaders of a holy political war against the people who worshiped the goddess. Moses then was not the inventor of monotheism or the recognition of one God. He was rather one of the chief male priests and architects of a new religion of one male God against the Neolithic goddess. On brethren to them, like guys, we can't make this up. See, they actually did their research. Matter of fact, one of the ladies lost her son. Like, when you get that extreme sadness, it brings purpose to your life. You feel what I'm saying? When you walking around this, I ain't got nothing to live. That's when you go your hardest in life, because it breaks the illusion of this reality that we down here just to skip the fuck around and eat food and consume until we're done. On brothers and them, you start getting a purpose in life. What do you think Alistair Crowley, do what thou wilt means? It don't mean do what the fuck you want to do. Break down the words. Do what thou wilt means do your will, your purpose in life. Do what thou wilt is the whole of the law. Do your purpose. Not do what you want to do. They would have just said that. That means just do what you want to do. Like who? Bro, stop listening to these people. They don't read. They don't read anything. They listen and hear things, and if it sounds good, they run with it. If you hear somebody say white people don't have neuromelanin, run the other way. They're wrong. And a host of other things that we've taken for granted when it comes to knowledge. On brothers and them. On a host of the black community. That's why they letting y'all run rampant and just letting y'all run y'all mouths. On bro them. They letting y'all do this. Y'all like, we're taking, no y'all not. Y'all spreading more misinformation. Y'all spreading more fire. On bro them. Now all I gotta do is take my shirt off, put some baby oil on me, and yell at a phone and say, I love y'all, the oppressor's gonna come get us, and y'all gonna rock with me. All I gotta do is take my shirt off, throw some baby oil on it, scream, look, do a couple push-ups, get pumped up, scream at y'all, say to your oppressors, and now all of a sudden I'm a prophet with some knowledge. Man, slide around with that, big bro. Slide around with that. Tell people it's don't read. I've seen teachers get up here and say, don't read books. I don't need a book. I'm like, you need a book? Because you just said that right there. What you're really saying is, this is my weakness. I'm weak at reading books. I'm intimidated by it. So I'm not even going to tap into all this knowledge. But then how would I give y'all all this? So they're going to come up to you and say, Vova actually means sheepfold. So they're going to come up to you and say, oh yeah, the word bow actually means wife and mistress. So they're going to come up to you and say King David was a shepherd lover of a goddess. Because that came from a book, my friend. Not from me sitting in the sun with my feet on the grass. On bro-nem. On brethrens and them. Yeah, brother, don't make me come for y'all, bro. Like, on bro-nem. Don't make me come for y'all. Don't let these numbers fool you. The truth is the truth. On brothers and them. Alright, anyway, look, this is the real class on bro-nem. This is where we really do the work on bro-nem. Non-opinions, no opinions, all facts. That can be cross-referenced in multiple documents that I give you access to after a small donation. Why do you think people pledge to this? Bro, I have people that pledge to this class every week. Any of y'all, I encourage y'all to become a pledger of the class. You get your name in the documents. You just get instant recognition. You know what I'm saying? I really want y'all to be a part of this on Brothers and Them. And of course, my stomach does too, because I have to eat. Look, my stomach wants you to be a part of this too, on Brother. Like, I teach to eat, on Brother. This is real for me. All right, but anyways, let's just keep on tearing this apart. Yahweh is called the jealous God. What was he jealous of? Of the goddess and her lover. Of their sacred relations itself and his domination over the mind and hearts and bodies of the generations of Neolithic people. This is why the God and religion of the Bible are identified so clearly from all other proceeding gods and religions. The Bible, God, and this religion are based on a violently asexual or anti-sexual morality never before seen on earth. S is the source of life and pleasure of love, becomes the enemy of God. That's what I was thinking yesterday. As I was looking at what my bad little shorty, skin just glistening, on Brothers and Them. Look, skin just glistening, smelling good. I'm ready to do my work. All I can think of is, why would somebody call this evil? That's crazy to me. Like, this is how look around, guys. Every single big head person around you, big head, small head, big butt, small butt, little butt, came from the aspect of two people getting together and out of nowhere they made it bad, guys. They made it a bad thing. Are you crazy? You wouldn't be here without it. Home Brothers and Them. And they made it feel, look, and they made it feel like the finest steak from the top for the president's bash. They made it feel like floating in a river of honey. Oh, they made it feel like all your problems go away on bro-nem. Like, if you really do but guess what, guys? This is an aspect of the Tantra text. The whole aspect of the is the Tantra text. And in the Tantra text, you actually ascend your consciousness with your partner through the perspectives of And that's the Tantra text. That is your ancient Dravidians that understood the aspects that when you are engaging in these acts, you are thinning the veil in between spiritual and the physical. And this is the portal of how the spirit goes into the physical through the aspects of what, class? It's right in front of you. Can someone say it? It starts with an S. It's right in front of you. I'll give you a smaller picture of it so you can actually see what happens when you're engaging in these acts. Don't you get one of these things right here at the bottom of it? Don't you get that thing right there? All called a spiral of the DNA? Matter of fact, don't you get 23 chromosomes from your mom, 23 chromosomes of your dad to create all the 46s around you except for your 23? Isn't 23 the first two prime numbers? 2 and 3. 2 is the only even prime number. 3 is the only prime number. 2 is a feminine number. 3 is a masculine number. When you put it together, you get a 23, which gets you. And then 2 plus 3 equals 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As Aleister Crowley said, every man and woman is a star. On Brothers and Them, there's a snake in my boot. Well, then the Spirit is speaking through you. Then the Spirit is speaking to you right now. Then you know that's called a synchronicity, which is actually an aspect. While I'm teaching about the number 23, that will be called a synchronicity. Because we just talked about the snake, and a snake popped up in your boot. 23 is also the number of synchronicity, the numbers in between two different polarities or dualities, creating the one. On Brothers and Them. What year are we in? 2023. How many synchronicities have y'all had? Multiples this year. Is this not going to stop? On Brothers and Them. Things are going to speed up. We are in some type of beautiful moment of what a time to be alive. And for you to get this knowledge at this time means that you're somebody. Not your fucking job title, not how much you got in your bank, not your new car outside, not your cribs, none of that. You and your knowledge is the deepest thing that you have. It is the expansion of your soul. It enlightens the DNA. It enhances it. It makes the DNA remember where it came from, and you get more powerful as you move. And what you start to realize is you become more unshakable. You become more unbreakable. Knowledge is truly power. I can't tell you all the crazy stuff I've been through this year. I've stood tall. Nothing could stop me from getting on here and teaching y'all live. And I've been through everything. I've taught in 3 different states. I've been homeless. I've been everything, bro. I still turned this on and taught and never shook. Why? Because I've dug deep enough to realize the knowledge is more powerful. This world is a fucking illusion. It's all fake. And come at me, bro. Just come at me, bro. On brothers and them. You're not going to be able to be. If I'm not scared of death. If I die, you're freeing me. I can't wait. Free Willy on brothers and them. Free Willy on bro them. Like what? Free Willy on bro them. I'm tired of being in Sea World. Take me back to the ocean. On brothers and them. On brothers and them. So it's over. Once that momentum gets going, how many donations? Once these donations go and it's over, guys. I'm like, we're gonna do this until you can't stop it. And there is no conspiracy. There is no guys in white vans looking through the windows at you. Man, that's over with. That's over with. On bro now. They ain't even got the power to fight. They don't even got the power to see us right now. We are under the veil of the truth of the great Maya. They can't even. I don't even exist. On brothers in them. They can't even see this live. That's why I dress like this and talk like this. Because they can just hear me for 10. Oh man, go ahead and I don't say nothing about the gun. We're gonna take over tomorrow. We gotta get the. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I care about your spirituality. I just told you all this was fake. Home bro now. Now I'm about to turn around and plant bushes tomorrow and we're going to get our community back in. You did all that already. Every time they did that, I'm not laughing. Every time we built, there's like 100 black cities. The red summer of the 1920s, they took down every single city in America and destroyed them. And guess what? Y'all are today talking about some justice when somebody gets and they go to jail and we need justice. Where was the justice for our ancestors? The just criminal system didn't do nothing to them people. They unalived hundreds and thousands of people. No one ever went to jail or got arrested for that shit. So all this justice is fake. All this going into the outside and march, fake. You're caught in the matrix of the spiral, of their spiral. I want you to unspiral from that and get on your path of consciousness and realize that your consciousness is more powerful than everything that's going around you. And once you tap into it and change your perception, the things around you start to change. You are not a product of your environment. The environment is a product of you. Brothers and them, I keep telling y'all that. Alright, we cooking now. I'm cooking. Alright, you can smell it. He's cooking bacon. Look, bacon, eggs, pancakes on brothers and them. I think he making some grits too. Look, I think he making some grits too. Straight from scratch, bro. Straight from scratch. I don't even think he washed his hands, bro. He put his foot in it, bro. Put my foot in them grits, brothers and them. Put my foot in this knowledge, bro. And stir it around for all 8 people here, bro. This breakfast table is little, brothers and them. Now check this out. This is what I mean by they ain't got no words. This for all you scary mother. Not y'all, but all the scary motherfuckers out there. Illuminati, bro. Illuminate these bro. Illuminate these brothers and them. In other words, the Masonic formula is out of true and no longer represents the universal design of mystical and magical attainment. They ain't got no more power. Freemasonry? Them old dudes with suits? Man, get that shit. This first off, y'all boring as hell. Skulls and bones and all that shit. Bro, that's our shit. You can make an altar and have more power on your altar than they can conjure up in one of these Masonic lodges. You could go to your basement, create an ancestor altar right now. I got one. It's on me right now. I have a portable altar that comes with me no matter where I go. And conjure up more fucking power than they in your left pinky. Anyways, the old eon system of masonry was based upon the square and founded upon the concept of male supremacy. This is from the book Night Side of Eden by Kenneth Grant. We 5 books in. Yes, thank you. It's surpassing them. It's a wrap. Okay? Why do you think all the people that used to get over on you can't get over on you no more? They like, dang, you show change. You can write out change on, bro. Open up the cash and register. I surely have changed. Here's your receipt on bro now. And the receipt says, don't f with me no more on brothers and them. Because the energy's changed. It's over. They don't have that power over you no more. That's shifted, guys. So that's nothing. It's an astrological shift more than anything. Anyways, the new OTO was founded upon the circle, 360, the circle of the spiral. Come on. No more squares. Why do you think they got you living in a big ass square or a rectangle that looks like a casket? They're stagnating your energy. You think they built these squares of these houses so they loved y'all and wanted you to have good homes? No, they understand sacred geometry, and nothing in nature grows like a fucking square. It all is in a spiral or in a circle. Nothing in nature is squared up. Find something. On bro+nem, they're going against nature. Find a square on there. On brothers and them. So we're going back to the circle. As you can see all the circles on here. And it says, it is thus a seeming revival of the earlier effect, the earliest ethos. We looked up that word yesterday. Ethos means the character. The earliest character. In that it involves the worship of the primal goddess. The primal goddess. Okay? Who, knowing no God, was later cast out as a goddess, and therefore by a mode of the same curious logic, devilish. Psychic evolution, like other forms of evolution, unfolds in a spiral fashion, and the apparent revival of the cult of the mother and her son is on closer inspection seem to have progress, for the child is no longer the son, but the daughter. Okay? The son was Horus, the daughter is Mayat. The son is Jesus, the daughter now is Mayat. The son is your Muhammad, the daughter now is Mayat. The son is your, what? Buddha, but now the daughter is mine. Y'all get what I'm saying? We switched. Then they had father. We remember the old patriarchs, your original outlaws, your original, that's the father. Then we have the mother. Isis, Set, Typhon, all of that. Okay, squaring the circle or circling the square. I have no idea what y'all talking about. I don't know what that means. Well, all I mean is the square, which was, remember, Masonic people use those squares and then all of that system is now done because of the astrological changes. We are going back to the aspect of the circle, the 360. Everybody actually has a 360 degree electromagnetic radiation around them. When it comes to the perspectives of the triangle, I'm gonna use that question actually to explain a more complex thing when it comes to the aspects of the triangle. Right here, you have the book by Victor Schauberger, Living Energies by Caleb Coates. It talks about the perspective of things spiraling into our physical reality and things ascending up. You have the process of unification and the process of individualization. The triangle now aspect of a vulva, the woman, the V, the things manifested into our physical reality. The process of individualization. All motion resolves itself into more and more physically material self-contained units through the increase of encircling rotational velocity. That is why the spiral is evident in all of our life. It is the triangle going down. The triangle going up is the masculine energy force, the process of unification. All motion becomes directional, radiant, and universal through decreased rotational motion. And it's a pure energy of letting go, of disengagement, of detachment. It is the triangle going up. If you look right here, it says the interlocking form of these two cones of infinite lengths is perhaps the true meaning behind the speculation of the so-called Star of David. What is the Star of David, class? A triangle going up and a triangle going down. It's the feminine and the masculine principles. Now, where did King David get his studies from? Let's go back to the Cosmic Mother. And what does it say? Her Canaanite names were Asherah, Astarte, and Astor. The settled people of the Old Testament, like everyone else in the near God, practice goddess worship. The Old Testament is a result of the conquest and massacre of these Neolithic people by the nomadic Hebrews, followers of the sky god, who was then set up as the ancient goddess. Both the Hebrew and Canaanites were Semitic people. The Canaanites live in agricultural communities and worship the ecstatic moon mother Astarte, for she had originally been the goddess of the Hebrews herself. It was a moon goddess worship. Now, how am I going to connect this? Of course I do. How are you going to connect this to the star? Now, how am I going to connect this to the Star of David real quick? How did they get that out of moon goddess worship? Easy. What do you think the moon does? It manifests into the full and it unmanifests out. What is the process of individualization and the process of unification? Things manifesting into the full. The moon is empty. It does. You don't see it. It manifests down all the way to a full moon. And right now is in the cycle of unmanifesting, which is your father energy of letting go. It disappears for a couple of days and it comes back and starts the process again. Matter of fact, if we go up to the cosmic mother and we go up, because Kali talks about the same. Oh, in Hinduism, Kali says the same thing. If we go up, if we go back up, my friends. Oh yeah, we about to smack them ugly. Okay, and if you want to go back up, my friends, guess what it says right here? Guess what it says right here? Simultaneously from the descending spiral, all that stuff I already talked about. This is talking about the dance of Kali. Is the primary materialization of the spirit, comes to differentiation of the whole manifest world, the spiral evolution of energy in the matter, blah, 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 blah. The spiral is the symbolic key to immortality or eternal process and is identified with the moon. So you got spirals, you got moons, you got the Star of David. You have things manifesting all the way into the physical and unmanifesting out. That is the physical process of individualization, the triangle going down, the aspect of things ascending into our physical reality, and things ascending out of it through the aspect of the masculine energy of the father. And that's where the whole father energy got dissuaded. They must have thought, since it was helping unmanifest, that they was more powerful than the manifest itself. Now understanding that they are just helping you go back to the mother. It's like she gave them, it's literally you gave somebody a job and they got the ego tripping on your, like literally gave them the job and they became Mike Epps on Friday too, on Friday after next, on bro, with the whistle, just, the world, Craig. Just sit here and shit, blowing the whistle everywhere. On bro, now, hey, chill. We just got this. We supposed to just get this job and get the check, bro. You out here doing extra top flight security, and that's what you got. An aspect of the masculine energy, father energy, doing top flight security when they're supposed to just be some mall cops, on brothers in them, like taking it too far. Perverted the whole system, and now the world poisoned and sick, and now the world unbalanced. On brothers in them, now the world just duh. If you don't believe it, go to a major city and go downtown. If you don't believe it, go to a major city and pick one and go downtown and find your homeless tent camps. And watch the businessmen walk past them on their way to hundreds and trillions of dollars worth of whatever while they're starving on the ground, stinking and sleeping on floors. You think the mother, great matriarch, would ever let that shit? Do you think there would be hard fucking concrete and all this bullshit? No trees left and fires and just hot as hell. Bro, that's an aspect of the patriarch using an unbalanced creed. And if we don't do something about it, they'll just look, if this goes unchecked, then we all gone. And that's why y'all need to fix y'all consciousnesses and expand them to the next level. Because you don't know what the fuck's about to happen next on brothers and them. And nothing to do with scare tactics. Okay? It's just the fact that they running the world into the ground. As long as you want that new car, as long as you want this new that they print out and push, then we are a part of the issue as well. On brothers and them. Me too. Me too. I'm online too with everybody else trying to make a living, 360 Alchemists on Cash App and give these books out. I should still be doing this in real life. Put the phones down. Teach outside. There's still more natural ways we could be doing this. It's just how I got to do it until I can get to that level. We all, I don't know what that means. What's up, Hakuna Matata? Thank you. Person or shark was all tied to the living seven living beings, aka planets. At random yeah, that's beautiful. I like that. Absolutely. Alright, so we started with my book, y'all. Our Demons Are Demons, and we ended up doing, I didn't mean to do that. We just ended up going into 5 or 6 books on accident. Okay? 5 or 6 books on accident. Guys, I can do this all day. I can do this all day. I will go through every single mythology and show you the intricate clues with multiple books that shows the aspect of the matriarch being invaded by the patriarch and being made evil. But we're going to take all the spiritual stuff that we want out of it and apply it to us, act like it's ours, and then make you the bad guys. Over and over again. And that's why my book is called Are Demons Demons, bro? Like on Brothers and Them. I should have put in the thing. Are Angels Angels? On Bro Now. Angles of light on Bro Now. Archangles. An arc is an angle as well. Like, are these just angles of conscious frequencies? Is this light just an illusion that we really come from the dark? Is this waking day state just the actual dream? Yes, it is. On Bro Now. This is the dream. The real sleep is the reality, but that's me being like crazy, okay? You said we'll all be out. Yeah. If they got, let's look how many nuclear weapons. Guys, first off, my OG, my spiritual father, my teacher used to be a nuclear missile crewman in Germany in the 1970s. He scored so high on his test, and they tricked him and said, this is how they do you. They tricked him and put him in Germany as a nuclear weapon. Mind you, he was like a young Christian boy. And if this head up to this day, he said he has PTSD. They had to transfer the missiles on helicopters. The Germans was mad because they did not want that shit there. This is in the 70s and 80s. And he said they was ready to whoop the world at any fucking time. So right now, if that's the 70s, guys, it's 2023. It's some dude sitting in there right now. If he gets the call, all you gotta do is press a button and this world is over. All of us are gone, guys. What you mean? Like, ain't nobody surviving that shit? In the Nagasaki in the 1940s when they dropped it, that shit decimated 50 to 60,000 people instantaneously. Twice they did it. They didn't have to do it. They didn't have to do it. They know they could have invaded inland. I study war. They know they could have invaded inland Japan. It would have been way easier. They did that so they could flex their muscle to everybody else, and they could see how powerful these tools was. As a matter of fact, they really was bogus because they knew that Japan's infrastructure was all trees and huts, and so when they dropped that, they really went crazy on Brothers and Them. On Brothers and Them. Nuclear of weapons deriving the destructive power from nuclear reactions. Social media. You a little too smart for me. Look, you gotta put that in regular people terms. You saying genius stuff. I talk to a lot of geniuses. I know geniuses when I see them. I'll be, you got a genius on our hand. How many nukes does the world have? Let's just go the whole world have. No, I want the straight figures. Don't give me the pretty article on Bro Them. And I typically like to go past I really don't like to go to like BBCs and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like going to like USA Today because they'll tell you anything going Bro. They'll tell you anything. I just don't like institutionalized studies. Let's see what we got here though. There are around 13,000 nuclear warheads in the world. These weapons are known for their ability to cause mass destruction and death. Because of this, nuclear war is no joke, and threats about nuclear attacks should be taken serious. Google searches for nuclear weapons and nuclear war even spiked on February 24th, 2022 following the Russian invasion of Ukraine. You guys do understand that according to the book Wayne Chandler, the Indo-Aryans, the ones that started invading the full world, came from the steppes of Ukraine. Way back in BC, okay? Now they have due to do destruction. Look at Maui. You feel what I'm saying? Look at all these nuclear, they showing me all the nuclear clubs, y'all. Africa ain't got nothing on Bro Them. Like, they're not even a part of this, because they're way more advanced. Australia has none, South America has none. Look, all the indigenous, and the only reason why America, which is still indigenous as well, The only reason why, because they got the Europeans here as well. Everywhere that the Europeans spread and everywhere that has been invaded has these nuclear weapons. The explosion creates a large fireball which vaporizes upward like a mushroom. The material in the cloud drops back down to Earth as fall off, which is radioactive and can contaminate anything. It lands on some nuclear weapons, like the intercontinental ballistic missile can travel as far as 3,400 miles. That's the distance from New York to Alaska. Bro. Dude. Okay, like, and this is, y'all want me to get really deep?